All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to look at composing functions again, and we're going to look at a different kind of notation. So you'll see if you look at where it says find the following, and it has this kind of weird looking thing where you got this open circle. So it says Q, and then there's an open circle, and then P. That means Q of P. That means Q is a function of P, and then I know that P is a function of X. So this is the same thing, and it's going to apply the same way as if you did it like this, Q of P of X, like what we did before. And so you read it the same way. It's left to right, right? But you work inside out. So you would actually work from right to left. So I would find what my P is, given what number they tell me to evaluate it for, and then once I have that, I plug that value in for Q. So you're working from right to left. So it's the same as the nested version, it's just written differently. So for this first one where it says Q of P of 3, right, Q of P of 3, that means I'm finding this, okay? So I'm going to put 3 into my P function. My P function is x squared plus 6. So if I put 3 in, that becomes 3 squared plus 6. Right? That's what P of 3 is. We had P of x, right? And my P of 3 is 3 squared plus 6. So that's 9 plus 6, which is 15. So I figured out what P of 3 is, and now I'm going to take that number, right, and I'm going to put it in. Sorry, this is probably noisy because I'm tapping all over my iPad. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this in my Q function because I want to find Q of whatever my value was, right? And my value is 15. So Q of x, so Q of x is the square root of x plus 1. So Q of 15 is going to be putting 15 in for x. Substitute that in, you have 15 plus 1. So then we have the square root of 16, and that's a perfect square, so my answer would be 4. If I were going to be completely legit and 100% correct, I would write plus and minus 4, but I don't think Alex is being particular about you finding all the roots, just mainly that one. All right, now we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to go the other way, because this one says P of Q of 3, which is another way of saying this. Find your Q of 3 and then put that value into your P function. So we're going to do that. So I know Q of x is the square root of x plus 1. So now I'm going to find Q of 3, which is square root of 3 plus 1. You're just substituting in that number for x right there. So we have 3 plus 1. So that's the square root of 4, which simplifies to 2. And now I'm going to put this value in my P function. And my P function is x squared plus 6. Right? So let's put 2 in. So we have 2 squared plus 6. So that's 4 plus 6, which is a nice number of 10. And let's see how Alex feels about our answers. Look at that. All right, let's do another one. All right, so again, same thing. This one doesn't have any square roots. I don't know how you feel about square roots, but they shouldn't bother you too much. So we have u of w of negative 5, and we want to find that. So that's the same as saying we're finding this. So let's find that first. So we're working inside out, right? So w of negative 5 is the same as 2 times negative 5. I'm not going to write the function down in the interest of time. You guys can see it over here on the left. So I'm going to simplify this first. So this becomes 2 times 25 minus 2. PEMDAS tells me I have to do this first. So I have 50 minus 2, which is 48. So now I've found out the first part, and now I want to figure out what u of 48 is, all right? So to do that, I just take 48, I put it into my u function. So it's going to be u of 48 is going to be equal to 48 plus 1, which is 49. So let's put that in. All right. And let's try the second problem here. They usually just kind of reverse them on you to see if you know the right order. So we have W of U equal of -5. So that means that it's W of U of -5. So let's do U of -5 first. So U of -5 is going to be equal to -5 plus 1. All right, and that is going to give me -4. All right, so now I know what that is, and I'm going to plug that into W. So W of -4 is equal to 2 times -4 squared minus 2. Well, that's 16. So we have 2 times 16 minus 2. So you have 32 minus 2, which is 30. So see how that went, man. Oh, yeah. All right. So hopefully, if you watched the video before this about starting with composing functions, hopefully this isn't really any more or less tricky. It's just a different way of writing, and it's the same thing. So good luck with these, and thanks for watching.